Fantastic. Well, thank you all so much for being here. It's exciting to see a few familiar faces in the crowd and obviously a whole bunch of new ones. So very grateful to the Pointe Angels community for being some of our early investors, and I'm really excited to give you an update on what we're doing. But for those of you who have no idea who we are, I'm Sydney. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Vessl. So since my training in biomedical engineering, I've been passionate about prosthetic innovation, so I co-founded Vessl to dedicate my life to it. Amputees tell us that poor socket fit is the biggest problem in prosthetics today. So everyone's body here changes size day by day and year after year, from diet, exercise, weight fluctuations, even the seasons. But these changes are actually dangerous for people like Jane that have a leg amputation. Any change in Jane's leg size leads to chafing inside of her custom, but not changing prosthetic socket. That chafing leads to blisters that can get infected and lead to another amputation. And the best solution Jane has right now is to stop whatever she's doing every time her leg changes size, to take her leg off and put a sock on, whether she's at the grocery store or her daughter's soccer practice. So at Vessl, we've developed the KIN automatic volume management system, the only system that transforms any prosthetic socket into one that automatically adapts as Jane's leg changes size. So it uses walking motion as its power source, automatically adapting custom panels against Jane's leg to a set comfort level. So while the volume of her leg and the volume of the prosthetic socket changes, the fit of that prosthetic socket against her leg stays consistent. This means that Jane never has to worry about her prosthetic fit. She can move comfortably through life, and she only has to visit her prosthetist when she needs a new prosthetic leg. So prosthetists can focus their time on helping more patients, not explaining how to use socks. Vessl's automatic mechanical adjustments outperform two competitor categories. Click Medical and other manually adjustable sockets rely on constant manual operation, like if airbags in your car were button operated. By the time you know you need to hit the button, it's too late. Traditional sockets are static. They don't adjust at all, and so this is when you need to use socks for volume management. Not only does Vessl's automatic adjustment outperform the competition, but there's also additional reimbursement available, making it a very financially attractive and sustainable option for clinics. The global $8 billion market is expected to triple in the next decade, driven by the rising incidence in diabetes, which is the leading cause of leg amputation. We are focused on the United States first, where there are 185,000 new amputations every year. Our serviceable obtainable market is nearly $1 billion annually when accounting for amputees' eligibility for their first prosthesis and the frequency with which they get a new one. Vessl operates in a business-to-business model with a global plan, but beginning in the United States. We sell to clinics through our own sales force and distributors, and then they're reimbursed through existing insurance codes. Although the socket payment is a one-time fee, amputees are eligible for a socket replacement on average every 2.3 years, which supports a recurring revenue opportunity. To go to market, we will leverage 4 key sales channels. The Veterans Affairs have an 8% market share and uniquely strong funding model, and we've already begun engaging with them through a cooperative research agreement. Hanger is the largest clinic network in the US, owning about 1/3 of all clinics here, making them an attractive key account. There's also smaller clinic networks and independent clinics that can make decisions quickly. And so for our early launch, we have folks that have signed up to be on our wait list, representing 130 clinics, and we're strategically reaching out to people that represent key geographies as well as high volume and influence. We are at the exciting stage where clinical validation turns into commercial traction. We are an FDA Class 1 registered medical device, and we've frozen our commercial design, which you're welcome to see later in the other room. We've also, in addition to the cooperative research agreement we have with the Veterans Affairs, have 130 clinics on our commercial wait list, supported by 2 key distributors whose distribution agreements are in progress. And we've been able to do all of this by oversubscribing a pre-seed round last year. So for those of you in the room that supported us through that, thank you so much. And for those of you that didn't get a chance to be a part of that round, but do want to be part of our upcoming raise, please come and chat with me after the presentation. This year we are laser focused on launch. So we will sell to 96 key accounts by the end of this year, supported by 2 major distributors and scalable manufacturing. Next year, we will register with Canadian and European regulatory bodies to expand internationally while onboarding the remaining 2 distributors in the US to continue to scale sales here as well. My background as a biomedical engineer is complemented by my co-founder's skills as a clinical anatomist, our clinicians who act as advisors, as well as our board member P2 who has his own successful medtech exit. Vessl is the only company solving poor socket fit with an automatic solution. Join us in helping all amputees like Jane get reliably back on their feet. Thank you.